All right, boys and girls, we are live with the motherfucking greasiest rat deck known to pioneer. Um, some say it should be banned, and by some I mean one person that commented on the tweet that I posted last night. But here we are. Um, Back and I haven't really changed the deck at all from last time. In my mind I was like there's kind of no point in it, right? I mean, the deck performed almost perfectly uh last night. I almost had the 5-0 10-0 dream, but our burn opponent in the last round had to ruin that for me, but luckily we still got the trophy. I did manage to play Liliana of the Veil one time in that session, and she really performed well. Obviously, this is a deck. Game one, I mean, what I gather is you're looking to go off as fast as possible. You know, kind of catch your opponent without the necessary tools to stop you, ideally. But you know, things can get a little grindy, in which case Liliana is a nice kind of like plan B with your Azeka's Chariot, you know, which you can actually just hard cast, your Tassiger, that sort of thing. So this deck does have kind of a mid-range thing going, although obviously like your ultimate goal is to combo and get that going. So it's good for the deck. Also, you know, just very good against like other mid-range decks. Like I played against Rakdos mid-range and had the old scenario where they play Graveyard Trespasser and then pass, and Liliana just being a very, very efficient way to deal with that card, you know, which otherwise would be, you know, maybe problematic. So we're gonna get into it and you know, let everybody join up and everything. But yeah, the deck is very good. This might just be what I end up playing in Atlanta, you know. It just feels very very smooth, feels very solid. My dog's coming in here and playing with some sort of bell toy because he knows it's my time to stream, so he's like, time to make as much noise as possible. And yeah, we're just gonna join another league, might as well, right? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In this case, it is kind of broke, but we're gonna fix some people up real good with the greasy rat. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the deck, I mean, I've played a lot of Mardu Greasefang. I haven't really played a ton of Abzan Greasefang. I used to brew actually around like Abzan before it was really a thing. I was kind of messing around with different builds, you know. I was doing like a Traverse build. I was doing some other stuff, but none of those things really worked out. And then of course, you know, some people who are probably better at deck building than me figured out that the correct line or correct build for the deck, and you know, ever since then it's been pretty good. Sand's pretty land heavy, but I think I'd keep it, honestly. You probably just play our untapped lands first. Yeah, we can actually start on an Overgrown Tomb. Not give our opponent too much information on what we're playing, you know, play an Overgrown Tomb tapped. There have been a lot of people playing like mid-range decks and stuff like that. Obviously, with this Grizzly Salvage, what we're looking for is a Greasefang. We're looking to put a Parhelion in the graveyard, but we'll see. It's like Rakdos mid-range. People have been obsessed with Rakdos ever since they printed Liliana, understandably. We don't really need lands, so this Satyr Wayfinder, I mean, honestly, we could play Blooming Marsh this turn and then just say go. Just what the doctor ordered, one more land. Yeah, I'm gonna play Blooming Marsh this turn and just pass, you know. No need to give any additional information. Give our opponent also a chance to Thoughtseize us. And you know, if they want to play Graveyard Trespasser this turn, that's fine. Obviously I still hope to hit Parhelion plus oh, it's okay, it's Rakdos Sacrifice. It's very interesting. Alright, give me the rat. Guess we take Tekanuma here. We got an Azuka's Chariot in the yard. We'll take that. A little flooded here. I'm getting very flooded actually. So we could go again. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. The cat's out of the bag here. Yeah, there's no reason for me to Grizzly Salvage just yet. I'm gonna take some damage. I came back from some ridiculous games last night. Thought they were about to play another Mayhem Devil. I was about to be like, oof. Be tough to beat. I didn't play against this matchup last night. This is an interesting one. I'm not quite sure. Oh, they're Jun Sack. Okay, so they're playing Coco. Oh, they are playing. Okay. The second Mayhem Devil. So I might be fucked. Well, let's see. Probably going to be too little too late here. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of lands. Whew, good God. Alright. Well, there ain't no draws. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could draw, like... I don't even know what we could draw here. I mean, I guess I'll just play it, right? Might as well. Ugh, God damn, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm not even gonna count. I'm pretty sure that's like all of my lands. Oh boy. Okay, so like obviously Abrupt Decay. I've found that like in my experience, at least playing Rakdos, I've found that Sky Sovereign isn't really that great in this matchup. The most important creature, like in the sacrifice decks, the most important creature that they play is Mayhem Devil. I gotta imagine this guy's probably trying out Braids. That makes the most sense to me. I think Abrupt Decay is good. It just hits just about everything in their deck. Not quite sure. I definitely don't want the Lilianas in this matchup. They just have too much fodder, too many things to just throw at it. You know, them minusing for them to sacrifice a cat, or plussing for them to put a cat in their graveyard is kind of like the worst fucking thing I can think of doing. I'm gonna take away the Sky Sovereign. More than likely, yeah, it hits Mayhem Devil, but it's kind of like whatever. I don't know how much of a... I'm not really a huge fan of Thoughtseize in this matchup either. It's kind of a weird one. It's like I don't really care to like remove their creatures so much. I mean, I have, you know, Abrupt Decay for that and everything. I really just kind of like, I really just want to combo them. I mean, that's the reality. This may even be a matchup where like Chariot comes out, you know what I mean? Because you're not really attacking through like a wall of creatures with Chariot. It's likely just gonna get chump blocked like every time, and it doesn't have trample. But I can't think of like much else to really take out for it. I think I want Trespassers. I guess like Sky Sovereign is just better than Chariot, right? In this particular matchup, and we could even bring in like Hearse, I suppose. Like I don't hate Hearse because it exiles, you know, cats and stuff like that. It might be a little too overkill, but there's nothing I want to Fatal Push, because quite frankly, it's all, you know, shitty creatures, and we'd have to trigger Revolt just to hit the ones that matter. So I think what I'm gonna do is just, might be overkill on these 2 drops here, but I'll leave in a couple of Chariots, I suppose. That way we're not like, you know, just spinning our wheels or whatever. It's not a bad card. It's just like kind of whatever in this matchup. If we had another land, like if we had a green-black source, this would be perfect. I'd keep this all day, but unfortunately you got a mulligan this one. This deck doesn't run a lot of lands, but it runs a lot of like ways to find lands, like Satyr Wayfinder and Grizzly Salvage and Witherbloom Command. I like this hand a lot. I'm gonna keep it. I just have to decide, like, do we want to put Sky Sovereign back? Sky Sovereign's nice because, like, you you know, obviously if we draw like a Rafine's Informant or something, but we're not playing the Liliana's post-port, so I'm going to actually put Sky Sovereign back because we have less ways to discard it. And then... Oh, what the goddamn fuck. Man, you son of a bitch. Alright, so... We're going to concede. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to play this one out. It's going to be tough, though. We're not gonna win. We're not gonna win the cheesy way, old Chuck E. Cheese boys. Hopefully they kept a bad hand on the merits of Leyline of the Void. We do have like a semi-functional hand, as well as like a semi-functional, what do you call it, plan here. But we're not playing Assassin's Trophy. We're playing because the metagame, no one's running Leyline of the Void. And this may be like a new, like our opponent might be like thinking like, oh, well, if everyone's going to play Greasefang, I'm just going to play like a really hard, you know, graveyard spell to, you know, get rid of. In which case, maybe in the future, if we see enough of these.
The sweet prize I won.
What's up, Leo Zera, MTG? How's it going? Welcome. And maybe if we see enough of these, you know, we'll run the Abzan, or the Abzan, Assassin's Trophy. I don't think it's right to kill this cat right now. Maybe we can 2-for-1 with that later. I guess we just Satyr Wayfinder here. It's not good, but you know, gotta play the cards that are in our hand. Luckily, we have like I said, we're not like totally cold here. I mean, we could just win a regular mid-range game. Best option to fight Leyline is a new card, Terror Sunder. What does that one do? I'm bad at spoilers, man. I get spoiler fatigue a lot, so I just kind of wait until sets drop and then see what's really buzzing. I'm getting a Flesh and Blood card coming up on my. Okay, it is a real card. Exile target artifact enchantment. If the spell is kicked, exile non-land permanent instead. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like Witherbloom Command and the other card a lot. Damn. Abrupt Decay. Just because it can also hit creatures without, you know, paying the extra mana. But I mean, I guess it's only a kick or two. It is an interesting one to try. I think once you get down like that rabbit hole, though, it's like I don't know, you gotta wait and see like what people are really doing, because this could be just a one-off. Like, I don't really see this card too often. The good thing is we can destroy this before they really get anything going. Their next play could possibly be Mayhem Devil. So I guess I just do it now, right? Like, yeah, they bring the cat back. Well, maybe not. I guess they just wait. There's no real point in doing it now. They could get it killed if they do it in the wrong sequence. I suppose if they're gonna play Mayhem Devil like I had speculated, then they just wait anyway, so they get the extra ping. What the fuck? They're playing that card now? Is there any creature that I'm particularly looking for? I mean, I guess not. Oops. If I tap my mana right. Next turn, we can Grizzly Salvage. Look for a maybe a Graveyard Trespasser or something of that variety. If we don't draw something relevant. Ugh, gross. Yep. So if I block with Greasefang, they just ping it. Man, this ley line of the void's fucking me right now. Yeah. Boom, boom. They got a Priest of the Forgotten Gods, sure. Hearst is pretty decent. Probably just do this first. Man. Getting rid of all my good cards. They're gonna make me sacrifice a creature next turn. I mean, I could play Satyr Wayfinder. They have to sacrifice 2 other creatures, so they sacrifice Cat plus the Goblin Shaman. Man, Sky Sovereign would be a way that we could kind of climb back into this game. Alright. Yep. Yeah, like hard graveyard hate like Leyline of the Void is always going to be tough to beat, right? It's just you just got to have a catch-all for cards like that. I mean, yeah, this is a fucking wash. Ugh, man. I mean, I didn't expect. I don't know. Like I know my 5-0 got a lot of buzz. I'm not trying to say like, oh my god, look at me, but I know it got a lot of buzz. I'm wondering if like people are really speculating super hard for Greasefang right now, because obviously it was the easiest deck to just cut, copy, paste Liliana the Veil into. You know, Rakdos midrange, sure, okay, but like Rakdos midrange has like 50 fucking 3-drops. Whereas like Abzan Greasefang, like it fits right in. So like I feel like this was like literally, in my opinion anyway, obviously, this was the easiest deck to put Lily in. And I'm wondering if people are just like speculating like, oh, I'm just gonna play against nothing but Greasefang all night long. So I don't know. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Like no one plays Leyline of the Void in Pioneer, really. I mean, that's not a card that I've seen. I've seen unlicensed Hearst from like all of the creature decks, right? I've seen Rest in Peace from some white-based decks. Maybe a few Cling to Dust, but I've not seen Leyline of the Void at all. So I don't want to get too crazy with sideboard cards, planning for some shit that I'm never gonna see again, just because some guy decided that they were gonna play that. I think this hand's keepable. It's a lot better when we draw a green source. I'm definitely hanging on to this, especially because we got the turn 1 Thoughtseize. Red. I mean, if we were super duper sure of ourselves, we could hit Azeka's Chariot here out of our own hand. Okay, so it's some weird prison deck. And they kept a 2-lander. I mean, like, Karn is probably the worst card for me. So I guess I'm going to hit a Karn. Sorry guys, I know my dog is barking a lot. I'm trying to work out a situation now. Okay. So we can next turn I knew that always happens, right? Like they always keep like a sketchy ass hand and then like draw the fucking land or whatever the fuck. I guess they're tanking on whether or not they want to just play Bone Crusher Giant or not. I don't know why you wouldn't. Alright, well, we're going to play Liliana. We're going to tap the right mana for it, though. They probably discard Anger here, I'm assuming. Although they might need it later. So I guess you hit Lily with a Stomp. Yep. And then next turn, they hope they draw another land so they can play Fires of Invention. I don't know what new cards would make you want to play like mono red Karn or whatever, but you do you, fam. Alright, just casting the Bone Crusher Giant. That's what we like to see. Sick, dude. This game's over. Just like that, we win. Didn't even fucking need the green source here. Who dat? So they're playing Cleansing Wildfire. So they're playing that build of like red where they play like the Eldrazi and stuff, like the Thought-Knot Seer. And then they what else do they do? They play like the Indestructible Lands, and they like Cleansing Wildfire you. I have to watch out for Karn. That's like the only thing I'm really worried about. Other than that, I do think it's probably worth like bringing in Duress for Karn. I quite frankly, like, I don't know what this deck plays. Like, this isn't a real deck or anything like that. No offense to them, but I could see like bringing in Duress. We don't have to run 4 Witherbloom Command, although I do worry that they like, you know, minus with Karn and like get like a Grafdigger's Cage or like a Tormod's Crypt or something. Tormod's Crypt's a little bit easier to play around. Yeah, I think in the past I was cutting like a Grizzly Salvage or something. Sky Sovereign doesn't seem bad here either. I just don't want to go crazy on the vehicles if they're playing Karn, you know. I don't want to get into a situation where I can't crew my vehicles. So let's just cut 2 Witherbloom commands. I don't want to oversideboard here. I don't think I need to put myself in a situation where like I may lose just from not getting the right lands, so I'm gonna mulligan this. This is fine. Keep. I don't really need the double Grizzly Salvage, so I'll just bottom that. Perfect. I mean, I could Thoughtseize myself and pitch Parhelion. I haven't done that yet. It just feels so much safer to like Thoughtseize them, so I don't have to worry about whatever's in their hand. Especially because I'm. What are these keeps, man? What are these keeps? You know you can mulligan. That's like an option that's available to you. You have that option. So do we want to... I mean, 5 cards deep is technically better. Because, like, it's 1 more card, but... Okay. I kind of don't want to get my Greasefang hit by like some dumb shit. so I'm probably just gonna play the Bloomy Marsh and pass here. I don't see any reason to play Greasefang. Like, they could have drawn Anger of the Gods for all I know. Oh, of course, they're gonna fucking punish me with Karn. Well, now I see a reason to play Greasefang. What's up, Marshall? How's it going, buddy? This card. That's fine. We have answers to that. Alright. Well, we can't crew that. We're close. We're so close. I guess I get the creature. I mean, Greasefang would put it in my hand, which is kind of cool. And it would put another creature out there that they would have to deal with. We just hit Karn. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have not played around Anger of the Gods or anything. I should have just played Greasefang the previous turn when I had the opportunity to. That way they wouldn't be able to just slam the Karn that they drew. Now they're gonna just kill what's his face? Pizza Boy. I know. God, dude. All right. Sorry, my dog's going nuts right now. He always does it. Like, whenever I stream, he's something like snaps in his brain, and he's like, it's time to fucking go. Like, he's like, he always does this, man. It's time to go wild. It's not a bad draw. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I gotta just play that, huh? Even though we can't activate it, it puts a lot of pressure on Karn. Just keep putting Karn down. Fire of Invention, sure. I don't really have any good cards for them to take. Makes sense. We can finally kill Karn. But we are also almost dead. No, we are dead. That's right. I don't know. Maybe they'll fuck this up. Forgot about Can't Stay Away. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's beat this bad deck really quick. Do I even care? Witherbloom Command's just okay. I'm just gonna resubmit like this. Alright, cool. Could just put a land back, I suppose, but I want to ensure that I have a way to play Greasefang on turn 3. Especially if I draw like a Grizzly Salvage or something here, that would be nice. But obviously, like, Satyr Wayfinder is a good turn 2 as well. Alright, give me a vehicle in the graveyard. Top 4, baby. Let's go. I'm cool with that. Very cool with that. So they're just gonna ramp and draw a card. Well, they can't just slam Karn this time, because we'll have too many creatures in play. Hopefully they don't anger the gods. That would fucking suck. But we do have a can't stay away in the graveyard. If it does, well, I guess it's gonna exile Greasy Boy, so that won't work, but we'll see what happens. Fires, Thought Not Seer, sure. That's fine, we have another one in the graveyard. Oh, do we gonna get real cheesy here? Hit a Parhelion? Just fucking end the game? Yes, we are. God, I love this deck. It's so stupid. Ban it! Ban the deck! It has no place in Pioneer. That was wild. I didn't expect like people to, or somebody to, I shouldn't say people because it was just one person, but I didn't expect somebody to like be like, Greasefang needs to be banned in Pioneer. But yeah, somebody said it needs to be banned. I was like, I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, it is good. I don't know if like Liliana was the thing that tipped the scales. It certainly doesn't feel as oppressive as like Winota. That's just my opinion. Winota felt way worse on the broken scale. I often referred to Winota as like a 1-card combo, and people didn't know what I meant. They were like, "No, you need multiple cards." I'm like, "Yeah, but like you play like 50 fucking copies of the other cards, so like you're gonna have Llanowar Elves, and you're gonna have what's it called, the Innkeeper guy. Like you're gonna have those cards in your hand or on the field at any given time. So if you draw Winota at any time in the game, you win, you know? So it is kind of a 1-card combo. And it just made playing like other creature decks like futile, right? Like there was no point in playing another creature deck. Am I keeping this hand? This hand's fucking busted if I can draw a land. The thing about it is like this hand's great if I draw a land, but like if I don't draw a land, then I just completely throw a game, because like with a deck like Greasefang, you should win game 1. You should always aim to win game 1 at least. And then you have, it's kind of like Dredge, right? Like then you have 2 games to combat your opponent's sideboard cards. So like if you keep a skeptical hand like this, you're potentially throwing your game 1 advantage away. So I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep this one. And do I want double Thoughtseize? I don't want to go to a 5, that's why I'm keeping this. I want Satyr Wayfinder. I obviously want Greasefang. Thoughtseize is nice if I miss on the land. I guess the card to discard is Liliana, or to put on the bottom is Liliana. Like, at least if I'm missing land drops, I'm looking at their hand and taking cards. Breeding pool, what the hell? Shock pass. Come on, give me another land. Come on. What's this upkeep stop nonsense? Fuck. What the? Draw a card if the spell was kicked. They're playing fucking Days Undoing. They have an opt. So they're probably gonna hit their second land drop. I guess I just take their fucking Narset. I don't know. This is weird. People get weird ideas when new sets drop. They're like, oh yeah, now's the time for Turbo Fog Narset. Land. Okay. Not the land we wanted, but that's fine. Sure, I'll look at the best card in your hand and take it. I mean, they're just looking at their third land drop anyway, right? Yeah, see, it's Turbo Fog. Frang Sanity. So their goal is to, like, Frang Sanity. I mean, I hope they fucking mill me. Go for it. Mill a Parhelion, why don't you? Whoops. Yeah. Haze of Pollen does kind of fuck me up in a hilariously bad way. Yeah. They're gonna Days Undoing? Okay. I'll grab a Seiju. Thoughtseize them. Man, they drew like fucking ass. I mean, I could just hold up fucking Oseiju. Like, do Tassiger. Like, cause obviously they're trying to, like, Frang Sanity me or something. Might be playing, like, overly precautious here. Like, I could just slam Greasefang and Tassiger this turn. But kind of like just playing the Tasker, and I guess I could just play Greasy Boy. I want to get this fucking thing off the battlefield just in case. Sure. They drew a lot of cards, or they went through a lot of cards. You full well. Give me my Parhelion. There it is. You done goofed. Oh. Alright. Well, I guess there's that. Can I do anything with this? No, not really. I guess let's go Tassiger. We'll exile some lands, some dudes. Yeah, I guess let's just play the Chariot here. And we'll get the creatures into play, even though we can't deal them any damage. That way just Fog alone doesn't like win them the game or whatever. Or, I mean Ottawa, not Fog. Oh, they played Ottawa, so they must have something else. Oh, Days Undoing. Okay. I mean, Days Undoing just like straight up ends the turn, so they have to have another Fog here, I suppose. And we have a Thoughtseize, so that's good. And a Boseiju. So they're looking for another Fog. This is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. This is like rather annoying, but I mean, hey, we have Boseiju to shut off like a Fog or something. Or, I mean, not Fog, Frank Sanity. Yep. Let's see what's in their hand. Another Days Undoing, so like we just take Days Undoing, right? So they can't like refill their hand or whatever. I'll crew here just to get the creature. It's just Grizzly Salvage. We'll copy an Angel. Put that into play and then pass the turn back. Hold up both Grizzly Salvage and Boseiju. And they are going to dig for another Fog. That's obnoxious. Yep. I don't know if there's any real rhyme or reason to do this, to like put as many creatures into play as possible. I don't know. Probably just like unnecessary risk. Of timing myself out. Don't really have anything we can't stay away, so I guess I'll just pass. And Liliana would be very good if we could get it into play. Just start to drain that hand of theirs. Bring sanity, sure. Shocked. So I'm assuming they're looking for a fog specifically. And if they can't find it, they lose. So you lose. They found a fog. Fantastic. Man. Oh, fun. So much fun. I'll return this to my hand. Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother attacking, honestly. I'm just gonna fucking play my land tapped and probably just say go. I guess I can do this. Yeah. Let's pitch Besage you. Or excuse me, Parhelion. They got 2 cards in hand. They're gonna draw 3. We know one of them is traumatized. They're going to dig for another fog. Okay. Wow. That was... Man, we'll never get that time back, guys. Alright, so... Definitely bringing in the Abrupt Decays. Definitely bringing in the Duress. That much is certain. Sky Sovereign's okay. It's not the best here. It does answer Narset. I'd like Graveyard Trespasser just as a way to pressure them. The question is, what do we take out? I know these cards are coming in, like, with pretty much certainty. I like that this card gets back Boseiju, but other than that, it doesn't really do much for me. So I guess I'm just going to take out the Witherbloom commands like right off the rip. Could probably cut a Wayfinder or two. Do we want Hearse to stop them from digging through time? And also just to grow pretty large and... Yeah, I like that. I like that enough to bring that in. And then as far as Sky Sovereign is concerned, just kind of answers the Narset, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I don't really need Trespasser if I'm bringing in Hearse. Seems reasonable. Me? You're right. Who needs Trespasser when you have Hearse? Cool. Let's see what you kept. Another 2-lander. I mean, Narset's the best card in their hand for sure. So I guess we take Narset. Ah, they played Op, not consider. Whatever. We need a land and a Greasy Boy. Fiend's Informant is nice because it would start getting damage in. But I do want to hit my land drops, and if I can get this Liliana down, that's pretty gas. Just gonna hold up 3 mana. We know they have Consider in hand, but other than that, I'm not really sure. My boy Greasy. It's more important, I think, to get the Liliana into play and hit our land drops. Okay, opponent. What are you doing? Alright. Sure. God, Liliana's so good. Just for this dumb bullshit. Like... Any dumb bullshit you can think of, Liliana is just kind of like... just a good Magic card. They discarded a Traumatize. Next turn, we can play both Hearse and Rafine's Informant if we want to. Alright, there's a fraying sanity. Hopefully they don't just have a traumatize in their hand. That would kind of suck. Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting for them discarding one. I mean, I could look for... Do we just look for a Boseiju with this? No Boseiju. Actually, I don't know what the discard is here. Discard a land. Alright, well we didn't find a Boseiju, so if they traumatize me, they win. And that's what they're gonna look for. Yeah, maybe Hearse is unnecessary. It just seems kind of awkward to play. I don't know. If they don't kill me next turn, quote unquote, I can can't stay away targeting a Grease Fang. Yeah, they're tapping pretty fast, like they got it. Yeah. You did it. You did the combo. What's up, man? Oh, are we not actually dead? Wait. Doesn't kill us? I thought it killed you. What a fucking dumb deck. You know, when you combo somebody, you're supposed to kill them, right? Like, what is the point in that shit? It just feels like a huge copium. Oh, I had an odd number. See, that just ruins the whole combo then. Like, there's no point in playing that shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That just feels way too fragile to me. That just seems like pure copium. Like, when Lotus Field combos you, you're dead. When Abzan, or when any variation of Grease Fang combos you, you're essentially dead. Like, if you're gonna combo somebody, you gotta kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, a combo is not worth playing if it doesn't essentially win the game for you. I feel like that one is just, if it's like a dice roll, like, oh, does your opponent have an odd number of cards in their deck? And it just seems like that's not good enough to me. I mean, I get they're playing Narset and Days Undoing too, but I don't know about that one. That was a good draw. So just in case they do kill our Grease Fang, we can always Chariot. Okay. Do you have a Fatal Push? I guess the answer is no. Now this is a combo. And I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands in Atlanta. I gotta get like a Game Boy or something. All right. They're playing blue, black, something. Do we want to bring in like some abrupt decays? I mean, clearly they're playing like artifacts and creatures, right? Because they're playing that card that's like a bad spring leaf drum. So I guess like we'll just kind of generally sideboard a little bit. So could probably take out like Sky Sovereign and I guess Satyr Wayfinder, something like that. Bring in the Duresses. I don't know. Yeah, this hand's fine. Doesn't play well against like Graveyard Hate necessarily, but we do have Liliana and Chariot as like a good backup plan. Whether Bloom Command can answer like you know, if they put in like some kind of Graveyard Hate effect into play. Grizzly Salvage is kind of absurd in this deck, I must say. It's a pretty huge draw to play Abzan. Alright. I kind of don't care if they counter this. That's why I'm letting them untap. I don't really know what they're playing, obviously, but if they are playing counter magic, I kind of don't care because I have another one. We'll just play a slower game. Okay. I guess let's get Godless Shrine. Tasker's cool. Is there any world in which we just play Tasker and then something for 2 mana? I don't hate that. Although they are already on 3 cards. Kind of makes me want to just, like... I guess I like this play because... not only does it get a creature in play, but it also allows me to Grizzly Salvage and hit my next land drop. So this is kind of a good play. So let's just go ahead and do this. Tasker has surprised me in this. I wasn't necessarily a believer. It was one of the first cards I cut because it just looks so odd, but it does work very well for the deck. Is our opponent playing Esper Greasefang maybe or something? I'm really confused. I'm trying to like piece together what they're doing. Witherbloom Command, the draw. They're kind of worrying me over there. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of like, I almost like wanna play Liliana over the Chariot because I'm kind of worried that they're gonna like get me. Although I suppose if we keep hitting our land drops, we're okay, right? Yeah, it's clearly some sort of Artifacts Matter deck, but Metalwork Colossus? Possibly. You might be right. They're not really doing a whole lot. Okay. I thought they were going to play the other improvised card, the Herald. That card was gas. Okay, Psy. You can deal with that. Oh, well. Alright. It does change things a little bit. There's a Parhelion. Could play Liliana plus, or we can just... so just attack first, see what they do. Make a copy of this. And just take it, okay. Let's go. Mills 3 cards. You can put a land card from your graveyard into your hand. Target creature gets -3/-1. That in hand. Like plus here limits like a lot of what they can do. Because I'll be down to 1 card. Okay, they discarded Hall of the Storm Giants. Liliana is kind of bad in the face of Psy. Obviously, I didn't really know what they were playing, but they are at 8 life. Alright, this is a good sign. Okay. We are improvising again. Okay. We could kill Psy this turn, actually. And I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Non-creature, yeah. So, target player mills 3 cards. Kill this. Return a... I guess a Temple Garden. We can't stay away something. I mean, we have so much shit in our fucking graveyard. Maybe it's maybe we're supposed to can't stay away a Satyr Wayfinder. Okay, they're done. They're done. Man, who was it that ruined our 5-0? What did we play against in round 1? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, it was like John Sacrifice. Yeah, that's right. That guy. Damn them. That does put our total record with the deck at 8-1 though. That's not bad. I have to look back and see in the way in which I won or lost that game. I mean, what are words? I have to look back and see how I lost that game. Not sure. Oh yeah, Leyline of the Void. That's right. I didn't have an answer for Leyline of the Void. A card that nobody plays in Pioneer. But an interesting note, I mean, we do have to start looking out for stuff like that. If, you know, people do start doing very well with Greasefang, even more so than they were pre-Dominaria. We do have to look out for like new and creative ways to stop the deck and prepare for that. As of right now, this is the closest I am to, like, if I had to sleeve up a deck right now for Atlanta in November, I would definitely play this deck. But if people are playing cards like Leyline of the Void, you know, I have to be prepared for that. Definitely a sneeper. A sneeper. Thoughtseize. I look up UB deck and it was a Metalwork Colossus. Okay. Oh, they're just playing like mono black. Okay. I'm taking their Thoughtseize. I don't want them to Thoughtseize me. That would be rude. I Thoughtseize at you, huh? You Thoughtseize at me? I Thoughtseize you. Why I oughta look at your hand and take Thoughtseize. Sounded more and more like Bernie Sanders. I oughta look at your hand and take your Thoughtseize. I like the idea of Hammer Time Greasefang deck. That's wild. Do we Witherbloom command this turn, or do we? I think we just Thoughtseize them again. Yeah, you can have those fatal pushes. Alright, so they played Mutavault. And they have one unknown. They're just gonna discard Fatal Push. I don't want to get my rat killed by Liliana. I'm just gonna play Lily and pass. Yeah, I've seen that guy. It looks pretty sweet. Yep. And this way, if we draw like Parhelion, we just win, or another vehicle. That's fine too, I think. Or do we just want a Witherbloom? I could just... Yeah. If I don't hit a land, I'm gonna be sad. I didn't hit a mother effing land, but I did hit a Parhelion, so that's cool. So there is, yeah, one more turn they lose. They have 2 fatal pushes and 3 unknowns. Sky Sovereign is nice because if your opponent is like slipping, they might play a Karn and minus, and you can just bring back Sky Sovereign and kill it. I don't like that they just... I'm gonna play Greasefang here. I don't want no funny business. I guess they could animate their Mutavault, kill it, and then kill Greasefang. But I'm like okay with that because I drew Can't Stay Away. Yep. Yep. I thought that might be their line. Sure. Do I want to tick up? I guess I do. Like, ticking up is kind of bad because if they draw Liliana, like I'm gonna have to discard my Can't Stay Away, but like I'm hoping they just discard their Fatal Push. Okay, so all they have is Fatal Push in hand now. So we should win. Bring back the rat. Alright, we're playing against like some weird mono black deck. Probably just bring in Duress. As far as like what I'm not gonna know what fucking graveyard hate they're running. They could run Leyline of the Void. They could run fucking, you know, Unlicensed Hearse. I have no idea. Witherbloom Command is great if they're running Hearse, but like, again, I'm not gonna really know that information because they're not playing like a real, you know, meta deck. I don't know. I probably just like trim a couple of things. Can trim like a Witherbloom Command. You know, maybe in this situation, like it's smart to just like take out Witherbloom Command and bring in Abrupt Decay just in case. And I'm gonna cut Sky Sovereign because I don't really see a need to. I'm gonna do this preemptively. This Abrupt Decay might backfire on me, but like I'm gonna bring in Abrupt Decay just like speculatively. This hand's pretty decent because it's pretty Thoughtseize proof. Oh, so they're just playing like zombies or some shit. See, there's a Hearse. So we'll take that Hearse. I figured it was some shit like that they were gonna play. He's gonna pass. Not a bad draw. Do I want to Duress them? They don't draw a card from this, do they? Nah, I kind of want to take that Liliana out of their hand. Alright, well at least I know, like, I have a better idea now of what they're playing. I thought they were playing like some sort of like prison deck. So they discarded their other Crypt Breaker. Son. I could minus here and kind of like save myself some damage. I mean, I don't want them to like build up this like arsenal of zombies or anything like that. It's kind of a waste of a Liliana, but I have the Rafine's Informant. I'm assuming they just sacrificed the zombie token. Thoughtseize me? Sure. So you take Chariot? Yeah, it has to be. But now if I draw Greasy Boy, this is pretty good for me. Is there any reason why I would need green? Yeah. Do it like this. Yeah. Get that shit out of here. Alright, so we know they have Murderous Rider in hand. But we're one Greasy Boy away from, like, basically winning this game. Yeah, see? So they can kill Greasy Boy, but, like, we have Can't Stay Away, so, like, we're fine. Or do we just wait for another land? Nah, I don't think I need to. Go ahead, kill it. It's just coming back next turn. He's coming to get you. Chuck E. Cheese is on his way. Oh, dude. You know what would be fucking awesome? If you got a fucking Chuck E. Cheese altar on a Grease Fang. That would be so sick. Oh, I would love that. Oh, I gotta get that done. I gotta find an artist in advance of Atlanta and alter my Grease Fangs to be like Chuck E. Cheese. All right, we went 4-1. So our overall record with the deck is 9-1, and I've lost a total of 4 games total. So that's not bad. I mean, goddamn, the deck has got to be goated at this point. It's pretty good. Obviously we didn't 5-0, but shit. And we played against a bunch of nonsense, which is unfortunate. Like, I would have loved to have showcased, like, how good the deck is against, like, you know, the tried and true, like, good decks of the format, like Mono Green, Rakdos, Murktide, or not Murktide, Phoenix, that sort of thing. But, I mean, I'll take it. You know, this is a good showing, nevertheless. I am going to be out of town this weekend, so unfortunately, I won't be able to play any of the challenges or anything like that. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this deck if you're going to be playing in the Pioneer Challenge this weekend. Obviously, you guys saw it's been doing very good for me. I think that Liliana just pretty much just improves the deck. I don't see any world in which this card doesn't belong in this deck. As you could see, it was useful every time we played it. There are times in which you're not going to tick up Liliana. I'm sure you guys know that by now. So just be smart about it. But for the most part, it just gives the deck the longevity that it may have needed. Just a little bit better of a plan B, I guess. And you dwindle down the cards that are in your opponent's hand until they have next to nothing left, and then you combo off if your first one didn't go. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. And if you're playing Modern, the deck I would recommend for this weekend is going to be, I'll recommend 2 different decks, just so you guys have some options. This isn't the updated version of the list. I actually don't think I have an updated version of the list. I would recommend either Grinding Breach, Jeskai Grinding Breach. I don't think I have no, these are brews. These are the real deck. I'd recommend that, or I would recommend Glimpse Elementals. And I do have, it's just Bill Sieve's list. This is what I would recommend if you're into this for this weekend. If you're playing Modern. This deck's gas. So either this or Grinding Breach in Modern this weekend. If you're playing Pioneer, play Abzan Greasy. And if you're playing Legacy, who cares? Just play Delver. I mean, I don't know. I would play 8 cast, but that's because 8 cast is my jam. If I was playing Legacy this weekend, this is what I would play. Oh wait, what the fuck? This isn't my 8cast list. Fuck out of here. Where's my... Yeah. That's it. That's it, man. Ignore the plague engineers. That's just fucking memes. You don't need that. If you get matched up against elves, go smoke a cigar. That's gonna do you better than fucking trying to play plague engineer. Like, just take the L, man. This is the thing, like, I've realized as I've slowly but surely gotten better at Magic, there are some matchups where it's just not even worth, like, including sideboard cards for, because, like, you're never gonna win. It doesn't matter. Like, maybe there's, like, a perfect scenario. I have beaten elves one time. I've probably played against, like, 20 times. It's not worth it. Just take the L. Go fucking touch some grass. Take your dog for a walk or something, and then come back and win your next round. Like, I would cut these for sure. But yeah, the rest of the deck is perfect. You could probably run a third Dismember if you really wanted to. I don't know. That might be a little too much. Sometimes drawing them like that with your soul lands is like, it's just too much damage. Definitely replace. I don't like Flusterstorm. Honestly, I might go like one Flusterstorm and like one Metallic Rebuke. I really like Metallic Rebuke. It just, the fact that it counters anything is nice. Like, sometimes I want to counter a Murktide Regent. Sometimes that's relevant. But yeah, so like Metallic Rebuke and I don't know, 2 other cards. But yep, that's what I would play this weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, I will be out of town this weekend, so nothing going on for me. You won't see any Magic updates or anything. And I will be back on hopefully on Monday, and we'll jam some shit. Maybe some more Abzan. Maybe we'll play Modern, like some Glimpse or something. You guys let me know if there's something that you particularly want to see. And don't forget, it is September, so if you are feeling generous, obviously you don't have to. I would really appreciate it if you guys sub. Don't forget, you always have that Twitch Prime. That is something that you are subscribed to Amazon Prime. You get 1 free sub a month. So thank you guys so much. And I'm gonna head out, but appreciate you guys tuning in, and see y'all next time. Peace.